Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dinga, and welcome to something a little bit different this time actually. This is going to be a time-lapse of a picture I made on SFM. It contains all of my friends and our characters we usually play as. We've got me as Sniper, John as Sauron as Soldier, Sam as Medic, Jonathan as Pyro, my girlfriend Deborah as the engineer, and Joris, or Joris as his actual name is, as the heavy. Now, we're going to start off with we're going to build the set because I've had an idea in mind of us. It's a rainy day and we're all looking at the carrier for the robots on man vs machine. It's dark outside, so it's going to be a very... my original idea was the characters were silhouetted against the light, but then I decided no, because I've put too much effort into the design of the characters. I feel like they shouldn't be completely black. So we're going to start off with the Sniper, which is my personal favourite class in TF2. I've got double my second favourite class in playtime. I've got 90 hours as Sniper and 45 minutes as Spy. My idea was he was going to have his Shahanshah across, like, underneath his chin, like across like that, but it took a while to get it sorted out. It looked kind of weird. It did a lot of things to look weird. Also had the idea that he should have his sniper rifle on the back of it, on his back, in the I'm not sure what that is. I think it's to hold arrows. If it is, then I don't know why you guys are concerned. A sniper rifle, but okay. I also had the idea that his other hand could be holding an SMG, but then I went against this idea because I was like, nah, it's going to take too much effort and I can't really bother them excited to get on with the project. But so I continued and decided I didn't want to do it, and then in a second I'll just undo everything. Then I'll add my cosmetics for my Sniper. I don't actually have a green trophy belt yet. I plan on getting the bitter taste of defeating lime green paint for my trophy belt. But yes, that's my Sniper. So I decided to also close that for a bit of added detail. Now, Deborah, or Pebbles as we call her sometimes. We call her Deborah sometimes. It's just her name. She plays engineer a lot, so I decided she should be the female engineer to kind of show that. However, the problem is none of the cosmetics map onto the femgineer, as she's called. So she looks a bit like manly and buff for some reason, when she's supposed to look like she's not supposed to have that build, because women don't have like that wide shoulders. As you can see, it looks kind of strange, but I did my best. I thought it made sense because it's just her cosmetic. It's what she wears. She doesn't actually wear anything else besides that. She doesn't buy cosmetics. She kind of happened to create it. I decided to add the toolbox because I thought one arm could be holding the toolbox while the other is holding the wrench, because that's pretty much the loadout she goes with all the time. Ah, I shouldn't have eaten chocolate before doing this. But yeah, I went with one toolbox, then it turns out it was the static one, so I had to go with the other toolbox, and yeah, then that went well. Here I am sorting out the the wrench bit. It looks so weird because she looks just incredibly buff and manly for a woman. I don't know if that's sexist or not, because I mean women aren't supposed to really look manly. That's supposed to be like a man job. I'm just gonna stop digging myself a hole. Anyways, so yes, I had the hard hat, and I just got curious about what the gunslinger looked like on her, so I left it. And now we're gonna work on my good friend Sauron, or John as you might know him. He mains Soldier. His favourite class is Soldier. And he is Swedish, so he felt like it was only necessary for himself to be a Viking. With a purple helmet, because he saw on the purple Sith, so he felt like going with a purple helmet. However, the problem is, when painting that helmet in SFM, it doesn't paint it the colour it actually is, so I had to kind of modify the colours a little bit to kind of get it to what it is. So that went well. I had the idea that he should be resting it on his on like the back of his neck, but it didn't really work out very well. So I ended up going with the idea of him just resting it on his shoulder, which worked out pretty well. I also had the idea that he should be holding his rocket launcher, which is a specialized killstreak villainous violet festive black box. It's a bloody mouthful, god damn it, Sauron. But I thought he should be holding it in his other hand, because he likes to market garden every now and then. He finds it incredibly enjoyable when he does. And then here's our good friend Sam, who screwed me over, and you'll find out why later in this when I mention it. But yeah, him and John usually go hand in hand, with John market gardening and rocket jumping his way everywhere, and Sam quick fixing behind him and helping everyone on the team. That's usually how it works anyways. That you're on the other team and we end up getting massacred because of the fact that John's got a medic and there's nothing we can do about it. I have an unnatural habit of headshotting Sam and he gets rather annoyed at me. But regardless, so I thought he should have a Bloodsaga. I can't remember if that's like his main primary weapon, but it's my favourite primary weapon and I've heard him say good things about it, so I assume that's what it is. But yeah, I thought he should be doing the Meter Medic kind of taunt with the Bloodsaga in one hand and his quick fix in the other hand. And then it came to Jonathan, who mains Pyro. I felt like it made sense for him to kind of be aiming slightly towards the ground, aiming to the side while looking forward, so it's kind of like he's lowering his weapon, and it kind of gives the effect that he's ready to fight, if that makes any sense, if you can get that from body language. I quite enjoyed this, this project. It was one of my favourite ones I've ever done actually on SFM. I tried to alter it because it didn't look like it was right, but I had to fix it myself. But it went well, it was alright. Then it's Joris, or his actual name is Joris, we just call him Joris, I don't know why. I think it's because we didn't know he was from the Netherlands first, and then we found out he was from the Netherlands, and we'd already called him Joris for about, I don't know, 5 weeks at this point, so we just kind of went meh. But yeah, he has the sandwich, and I thought it'd be kind of stupid if I tried to get a close-up of him and the sandwich is in the way, so I moved the sandwich to the side so I could get a proper close-up. Right, now, because obviously it would take a long time to animate all the robots, I'll get to that later. Right now I'm just kind of giving like the light going towards the people from the tank, from the carrier even, to kind of give the effect that the light is really bright, because it is really bright. That's how it is in the, what's it called, the Man vs Machine trailer. Now I'm just breaking up all the shots so I can get the camera where I need it to be for each shot, so I can just go across each shot. Now I try to get my smile, which for some reason is kind of wonky, like it's more to one side than the other, kind of like that smirk, except slightly more open, but you can't open just one side of the face for some reason. I mean, it'd be kind of annoying, so I had to go with kind of it's a bit of a crap smile, but I tried my best. Yeah, like that was the shot, so the carrier is going to be filled with like a bright light, so I didn't have to animate any of the put any of the robots in, because that would take a while to fill an entire carrier full of robots, and I'd already spent like, I believe it was about 4 hours at this point. I started work around about, no, it's 3 hours. I started work around about half 8, maybe it's 9. But yeah, he has the smirk I end up getting for myself. Yeah, there's a few clipping problems in this picture, but nothing I can really do. Just sort of looked right. I wasn't sure what face to give Pebbles, so I just went with the normal smile, because I was going to kind of give her the kind of sideways smile. I was going to give John like a kind of smile, but then I thought it would make sense, since he's a Viking, it would make sense if he looked a lot more sinister and kind of evil. That's also what I went with for Sam. As you may have noticed, he's got like an evil smile under his mask, and as for Jonathan, I made it so Spyro looks a bit kind of creepy just by tilting his head slightly to the side. Now, for some reason, I treated this as an SFM movie and thought, well, if there's light behind them, I need to give them an actual light source and a lamp. That was a very powerful pun. I'm sorry, but yeah, like I gave Jonathan that. But I found after a while that it was just not working with this backlight, so I decided, and then I remembered that you can just kind of create a light kit, but I didn't remember how to at the time. So you'll see in a second I suddenly jumped to it because I stopped recording temporarily while I found out how to do it, and I'd been right-clicking on the face, assuming that's how you did it. It turns out you actually right-click on the head, and that's the picture of me that I finished. Then yeah, that's what happened. Like, skip across. Anyways, this is me because I tried to copy the kit onto Deborah, but it did not work. So I then just created a kit. What I did was I deleted the fill light and the bounce light, and just left the key light and rim light. The rim light is a backlight, and the key light is kind of just to brighten up the face. And it worked incredibly well, actually. I'm quite surprised by how well it worked. And then, around about now, people started coming online. In fact, if you watch carefully, you might see Sam Kane messaging me. And that is Sam. And he's a dick, because he decided, well, here's Deborah. And I thought it looked quite nice. Anyways, so you'll see like Sam messaging me saying, oh, you're doing, like, oh, that's all nice, great. And then it turns out he's changed his medic cosmetics, that's why you won't see the medic until like towards the end of the video, because I had to change his cosmetics. Then I settled with this for John because I thought it looked quite cool. I thought I was quite proud of it. I was quite proud. Yeah, this is what Sam used to look like, but then he changed his cosmetic and was a dick. And then Jonathan was pretty quick to do because I didn't have to focus on the facial features, but yeah, I thought that looked quite good. Don't know why his eyes became white, I think it was just reflecting the light around, but yeah, there's Juris. I thought you should look kind of, have that kind of menacing grin because it's the heavy, and it's just kind of the grin he gives. In fact, there's Sam messaging me now, telling me he went to Thorpe Park. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for telling me that wonderful bit of news, and then telling me that you changed your medic cosmetics. And then we're pretty close to the end, actually. And I know this is a bit strange for me to do, but I thought it would be quite cool because I realised like a lot of people want to make SFM videos, and as much as I don't have a lot of experience with SFM, I do have like 3 years worth of experience with filming techniques and like camera angles. See, this is what Sam looked like. That's what he ended up looking like in the end of it. But in the future I will be doing videos kind of both of games, continuing series as I'm already doing, and I will also be kind of giving techniques like, for example, the rule of thirds. If you're not familiar with that, with what that is, I will be teaching you it in SFM. I won't be teaching you any animating techniques, I'll be teaching you camera shots, various lighting, for example. I'm not expert at lighting, but I can teach you what I know. I thought I'll just be helpful, as helpful as I can. Anyways, yeah, so moving quickly on, you can see that I've kind of blocked off all that with light. Now, after I stopped recording, I kind of forgot to record all of this. I added particles so it made it look like it was raining. I also made it so, like, I believe the backlighting was just a little bit stronger, and that the, yeah, see, here we go, here's the final picture. That's what I ended up with for the back, which is the really large picture at the bottom of the picture at the start. Anyways, that's all I've got time for today. I'll see you in the next video. Good help, right, so thank you all for watching. My name has been Dinga. Subscribe if you want to become a true star and keep up to date with when I post SFM tutorials, for example. Like if you're enjoying the SFM tutorials, and good day. have a nice day, and I will see you next time.